Sibylline stabbing leaves one dead, one charged for murder. A former of hazard drive in Mapen, Clarendon, has been charged with the murder of his brother following a fight on Friday. Charged is 25-year-old Romain Bell for the death of his 28-year-old brother, Kenmore Brown. Brown was a laborer of the same address. Reports from the Mapen police are that about 1:47 p.m., Brown and Bell went to visit their mother's home when an argument developed between them, which got physical. Police say Brown brought a knife into play, and the tussle resulted in both men sustaining injuries. They were taken to hospital where Brown died while being treated, and Bell was treated and released. He turned himself into the police and was subsequently arrested and charged on Monday, following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. Female bar owner gunned down at business establishment. A female bar owner was shot and killed by an unknown assailant at her business establishment, Railway Bar, on Grove Road, Kingston, last Friday. She has been identified as 47-year-old Kean Adamson. Reports from the Halfway Tree police are that about 5:10 p.m., Adamson was at her bar when she was approached by a lone gunman who opened gunfire, hitting her before escaping. Residents who heard the explosions reportedly summoned the police, and upon their arrival, Adamson was seen lying in blood behind the bar counter with gunshot wounds to the head. She was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead. The police are investigating the incident. Adamson was murdered nearly 11 years after her boyfriend Delroy Thompson, who operated the bar with her, was killed in the area. Thompson was chased and shot in the head on nearby Kew Road. Greenwich Town woman charged for allegedly luring man to gun attack robbery in Riverton. A Greenwich Town Kingston woman accused of leading a man to Riverton Meadows in St. Andrew under false pretense, where he was shot and his vehicle stolen by her and an accomplice, has been slapped with a slew of charges. Kiefer Lee Gilchrist, 21, a chef of 4th Street, is charged with wounding with intent, conspiracy to wound with intent, robbery with aggravation, conspiracy to robbery with aggravation, possession of unauthorized ammunition, using a firearm to commit a felony, and accessory after the fact. The police say they are actively pursuing the other individual involved in the incident and are urging anyone with information to contact the Hunts Bay Police Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-923-6197. Crime Stop at 311, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, the nearest police station, or the 119 emergency number. The gun attack happened on Saturday, January 25th. Reports are that about 7:20 p.m. the victim, who is a customer service representative, transported Gilchrist to Riverton Meadows under the pretense of collecting a personal item. Upon reaching the destination, Gilchrist allegedly exited the vehicle and instructed the driver to follow her. Shortly after, a gunman reportedly approached the vehicle and opened fire, injuring the driver. The victim was subsequently forcibly removed from the vehicle, and Gilchrist and the assailant fled the scene in the stolen vehicle, according to the police. The injured driver was transported to the hospital for medical attention, and a report was made to the police, leading to the swift apprehension of Gilchrist. Gilchrist was subsequently charged. Opposition wants government to act to resolve unrest at Port of Kingston. Opposition spokesperson on investment, trade and global logistics, Anthony Hilton, is calling for the government to be proactive in its response to reported rising tension at the Port of Kingston among some workers. The workers reported a call in sick for their shift at Kingston Freeport Limited to register their disquiet. Hilton is urging social dialogue among all stakeholders to ensure the return to calm and the lowering of tensions necessary to foster such dialogue. The threat of instability at the port at this time is most concerning given the congestion already existing at the port due to uncertainties in the regional and global maritime sector affecting local businesses during the Christmas holiday period and continuing. A full-blown strike or other sustained industrial action by workers at this time would exacerbate the already difficult situation. Such actions could jeopardize planning investment for the future expansion of the Port of Kingston, critical to making the port more competitive and resilient in achieving the goal of becoming a global logistic and trade hub. Against this background, the opposition spokesperson is urging the government to act proactively to forestall any further escalation in this matter and urges calm among all stakeholders in the search for a sustainable solution. Agriculture poised for further growth, stated Green. The agricultural industry is poised for future growth this year, with significant investment in boosting productivity in fisheries, crop and livestock farming. Increased focus will also be placed on the rehabilitation of farm roads, providing cold storage to reduce post-harvest losses, and building the resilience of the sector to climate change. Providing details of the initiatives, Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining Minister Floyd Green said the fisheries sector will be guided by the development plan for the sector, which was launched last year. The government has for the objective of increasing fisheries contribution to gross domestic product of 50% to 15 billion by 2027 through sustainable management and development of the fisheries and aquacultural sectors. The minister cited an investment of 500 million in a state-of-the-art fishery hatchery in Twickenham Park, St. Catherine, to revitalize the breeding. The project includes the construction of a 12,000 quarter feet biosecure factory treatment system, solar system, a standby generator, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing system, a guardhouse, and administrative facilities. The ministry will also be supporting fisheries education in schools by helping institutions to build curricula around fisheries and freshwater fish, Minister Green noted. Other areas of focus are small ruminant production, and we are going to continue to provide access to farm roads, Green added. He informed that his ministry is building out effective, affordable, accessible, and cold storage facilities, which will extend the quality, nutritional value, and shelf life of agricultural produce. In addition to reducing crop losses, the ministry said that these facilities will moderate prices, stabilize supply to the market, and farmers will get greater return on their investment. He said that attention will continue to be placed on research and development and measures to boost climate resilience. Bill to make Portmore the 15th parish tabled in Parliament. Portmore is one step closer to parish status after the Minister of Local Government and Community Development, Desmond Mackenzie, on Tuesday tabled a bill to amend the Counties and Parishes Act in the House of Representatives. When approved by Parliament, it will make the City Municipal of Portmore the 15th parish. Of note is that the municipality of Portmore should constitute one parish with the name of the parish of Portmore and shall include a Helsher Hill and Coat Island. It excludes Lake Spen, Grange Lane, Lime Tree Grove, and Quarry Hill. The parish capital will be Portmore, similar to Kingston, being the capital of Kingston. According to the objectives and reasons of the bill, this represents a historic milestone, as it will be the first time that a parish is being established in post-colonial Jamaica. It is envisioned that the designation of parish status on the municipality will strengthen its lobbying capacity, empower its citizens to more independently chart the course of development, rather than be subject to the decisions being made by the parish of St. Catherine, of which the municipality is currently a part, and facilitate the opportunity to autonomously manage any allocation resources. Government allocates 315 million to carry out roof repair to houses impacted by burial, stated Holness. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced a 315 million grant for the most vulnerable householders to assist with repairs to roofs and other damages caused by Hurricane Beryl on July 3rd last year. The allocation is broken down at 5 million per constituency. The experience of Hurricane Beryl has served as a harsh reminder of climate change and the importance of resilience in our infrastructure, Holness said Tuesday, as he made the announcement in the House of Representatives. He noted that many families were left exposed when their roofs were damaged or totally destroyed. The Prime Minister also noted that houses that were constructed to the requirements of the building code, or those with slabs, concrete roof, fared much better, facing less dislocation as a result of the passage of the hurricane. The Prime Minister said that despite distributing almost 14,000 recovery grants following the Category 4 hurricane, there are many households that were impacted by the heavy rainfall due to unusual weather patterns between July and December, with leaking roofs being a major problem. Holness said the amount to be allocated per beneficiary is at the discretion of the Member of Parliament. However, he said grants should be in the range of 70 to 100,000 to make meaningful improvement to roofs, windows and sideboards to ensure that more shelters can withstand the next heavy rainfall. Importantly, people who have already benefited from the hurricane relief grant will not be able to benefit from this allocation, Holness said, Checks will be made to ensure there is no duplication. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.